Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today we're reviewing this one. Oof, blurry innit? From Northern Monk Brewery. It's Faith. And it's 5.4%. My eyes are getting worse. So, let's give it a pour. I do love pouring a decent head. You don't want none of these half-size heads, do you? So, golden pour, hazy pour. So it says here, unpasteurised and unfined. This is a fresh product and should be experienced as such. Faith, hazy pale ale. You've got to have faith, flavour, fruity, juicy, fresh. Hey up, we're not Northern Monk. A few years ago we set out to brew some of the best beer in the world from a damp cellar in the north. We didn't have much, but with the support of friends, family and a £5,000 gift from a grandparent. God, you've got lucky grandparents. We've come a long way, a lasting commitment to creating the best beer experience as we can, whilst working with the community around us continues to drive us forward. I mean, fair play to that. And there's some of the beers. Internal Session IPA is 4.1%. New World India Pale Ale 6.2%. Origin gluten-free IPA 5.7%. Northern Star Chocolate Porter 5.2%. Heaven is it? New England IPA at 7.2%. And Striding Edge AZ Light IPA at 2.8%. They also do Tidal, and that's a citrus zest and sea salt ghost at 4.7%. And I don't think I've got any more, although you never know, could be one lying around somewhere. It's bad when you've got that many beers that you have to look in multiple locations. Oh, it's good. There's two sides. There's a flip side to that, isn't there? So their 2.8% beer was actually a really nice beer. And on a day where I wasn't really up for drinking, and that don't happen very often, yeah, it was really nice. I think I'd had too much the night before, as does happen occasionally. So, hazy gold pour, Whitehead. Oh, lovely tropical nose. Let's dive in. Oh, real bitey on the tongue as you, and definitely tropical in the taste as well. So I've just been out to the pub to do another night of eat out to take away, or eat out to help out, whatever it's called. And oh, lovely. Breaded mushroom starter with a garlic mayonnaise dip. Well, to be fair, the garlic mayonnaise wasn't up to much. And then the dinner, and this is from a Green King pub, and they do a dipping steak. And basically it's an 8-ounce rump steak sliced up, so you've got it in nice slices, and it comes with 3 sauces. You've got a lovely gravy, like a cheese sauce and a peppercorn sauce. Absolutely divine. I was dipping everything in it. Well, not quite everything, obviously, I'm sat at a table, but you know what I mean. Chips, steak, onion rings. You had some rocket salad with it as well. It's as spicy as hell, this rocket salad was. Oh. Yeah, it's got some right good taste to it. Some good poke there. And obviously these days a lot of beers now are coming through as unfiltered and unfined, simply because it keeps it tasting, and you can understand that. I mean, I've brewed a few beers that have been like that, but I think that's probably my dodgy brewing than the actual beers themselves. And I'm hoping to do some reviewing on homebrew soon, like reviewing other people's homebrew, if I can talk people into letting me do it. and obviously follow the same thing. You know, you always look for positive aspects. But you know, if oh yeah, I've got Origin as well from Northern Monk, and a little blogger sat there trying to hide away from me. I looked straight at that as well. Yeah, so oh my god, oh what is it about? Get to a certain time of the night, and I think it's having beer, going out and having a beer. So I had a lovely pint of Abbott Ale. I'll even put it on me Raggy's Facebook page. In the pub having a beer. It's the way into it, you know. You can't be going to a pub. Although, you know, he sat on the table. Although the people at the side of us was funny as hell. So they were a good laugh. Good service again. 2 nights on a row now we've been out. We don't normally, but and both nights, great service on both nights. Great service, good food, and nice to be in a pub. Bit of normality. You know, all this going off in the world. It's just nice to have some, you know, normality. Too much negativity. Positivity over negativity. It's got to be the way. Oh. So I'm at work today and I'm thinking, what day is it? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? And for a moment I'd lost total track of the days. You know, the funny thing is, usually I'm thinking, get me to Friday. Now I'm not even thinking, get me to dinner. It is so weird after, you know, a crap year, and I wasn't really that happy before the last year, to be fair, but this last year really didn't help matters, and it's amazing to go on from a crap year to a year which is to a new start in a job. I ain't even been there a week yet, and cracking on with getting the work done, and got some amazing ideas. And I'm growing plants and seedlings like Wano. I've got rid of a load of seeds and put them into pots now, and then I've moved seeds around. So the seeds that I want to come quicker, I put them at the top so the heat gets to them. Well, what heat are we going to get? Temperatures dropping down now. We really are starting to get towards the autumn side of the year. So, I mean, really, we've had a good year in some aspects, at least. I mean, I know lockdown was lockdown, but bloody hell. Well, apart from about 4 days, we had 3 months of fantastic weather and really hot. The amount of beer reviews I chucked in over that time. Although I'm still doing a few now, dabbling here and there, as you do. Trying to get round different beers, trying not to repeat the same brewery. I've not done these for a long while, and I try and mix up. So I'm trying to mix up ciders, wines, spirits, lagers and beers. And then on the beer side of things, I'm trying to mix up any that I've got from low cost, any that I've got from Adventure Beer, you know, being local beers. And also you've got supermarket stuff as well. So trying to mix them all up, and obviously trying to make sure that I don't get stuff that's gone well out of date, because we don't want that, you know. We don't we want to be drinking stuff when it's in date normally. A good wallop of tropical taste coming from this. I think I got it from Morrison's as well. Because obviously last year the beer festival, Morrison's Beer Festival, one of the best beer festivals that was. If you could get the bloody beers. Wild Beer Company, but I think it was a rum porter or something. Couldn't get it. Couldn't get it for love and the money. And it's having the money at the right time as well. I'm going to do a beer haul this weekend. I'm going to go out and spend 100 quid. Ooh, 100 quid. And I'll get a load of beers from drinksupermarket.com. There's quite a few that I've not had before. So I'm going to try and order them tonight. Get the world's strongest beer. Sit it here. Ready for that moment we crack 1,000 subscribers, or maybe give it to 1,010, so we don't, so YouTube in their divine wit don't knock me back off again, because you know, I think it's miserable anyway not being able to do live stuff. Only because they want to use you to get their money. I don't like the way Google and others do their business. These companies that came in, they plead poverty, and then all of a sudden they control everything. Amazon for one, eBay for another, Google, Facebook, all these platforms just control everything, and in a lot of ways they need to be broke up. But now you go on the internet and do a search. Everyone searches from Google. Some of the clever people search from, you know, other different browsers that don't track every single thing you do. It's amazing how when you search for something and then all of a sudden you get emails about it and you think, hold on a minute, how's that happening? Although to be fair, I've never searched for Viagra, and I used to get loads of Viagra emails at one stage, and it's like, cheeky bastard, I've no problems there. So yeah, these fellas came, I've not heard of them before, you know, the Morrison's Beer Festival, which isn't, you know, it's just a thing that I've not seen it in shops, and I really didn't buy it off online at that stage. But obviously now they've got quite a few in Morrison's, quite a good range, and it's good for them, because obviously that getting noticed nationwide, getting stocked nationwide is very good for a company, as long as you can supply the demand, obviously, and as long as the likes of Morrison's aren't trying to fleece you for like 50 pence a can or something and then sell it for £2. It makes you wonder how much profit companies like that make, because if you was going to go to the brewery shop, you'd probably be paying £3 for a can. You go somewhere like Morrison's, you're paying £1.65 or so. So it's amazing. It's amazing what, I mean, obviously they're buying it in some bulk. You know, they'll probably buy 100,000 cans. So you buy 100,000 cans, you can get it cheaper, can't you? You know, you'd have a deal, wouldn't you? You'd say, look, I'm buying that much, I want it cheaper. I remember Sainsbury's falling out with Diageo, who are the makers, who are the people who own Bailey's, Guinness, and quite a few other brands, a lot of spirit brands, and they fell out, and we had gaps all over the shelves. I think it was because they arranged a deal with Tesco's to sell Bailey's 1 litre at a tenner, and Sainsbury's weren't getting nowhere near that, and they, you know, spit the dummy out and got things sorted, I think, in the end. And I think what they did in the end, they put the price of their 1 litre, Sainsbury's Taste Difference from 1 litre, which is actually it's very good, it's very comparable to Bailey's, if not better, and they reduced it down to something daft like £8 at the time, I remember, and they said they could have even gone down to £7 and still made profit. Just goes to show you the politics involved in the alcohol trade, and any trade, you know, people undercutting people, and but that's business, I suppose, isn't it? You know. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm sat there tonight in the pub, and we're sat near the desk, so people coming in wanting to get meals, and turning away one after the other. The place was rammed, fully booked up, unless you wanted to sit outside, and then you can, you know. I mean, luckily it was a nice night tonight, but you can't be choosing to sit outside and then you get there and it's pissing down, you know, it's not good. well, it was a thoroughly enjoyable beer. Like I say, tropical on the nose, tropical on the taste, hazy gold pour with a white head, and another good beer from Northern Monk. And it's making me even more sleepy than I was before I even started the review. Come home and done 3.5, 4 hours in the garden. Yeah, 4 hours. Apart from going out for a meal. So, I've done loads. Changed the front garden around again. It was looking scruffy. I didn't like it, so I've changed it around. And but now I've got rid of about 1,000 pots of plants. So I can change around now. And can't wait for some of these plants to grow so I can actually get more space in my garden. I think it's going to get to the stage where I take them to work and just dump them at work and say, sod it, that's where they're stopping. And I'll water them in work's time. If I'm giving them to them anyway, I might as well make them, my time, to them instead of using my time doing it all at home. Yeah, that's got to be the thing, hasn't it? Plus, if I take them up, then they've already up there ready for when they go out planting. There's the thing. And not clogging my garden up with plant after plant after plant. That's a good idea, actually. So nice bitterness, good taste throughout, lovely nose. Can't really ask for any more, can you? Although a bigger can would have been nice, and a bit stronger, I suppose. Like a 9%er or a double pale ale. Is that a thing? Double pale? I know you get double IPAs, and you get imperials, don't you? So an imperial pale ale. Yeah. Overall, though, nice drink. Very pleasant. Went down well. Good taste, good aroma, and very interesting. Out of 5 then. For me, 4.3 out of 5. Don't really have anything negative to say about it, really. It is what it is. Tasted good. Available at Morrison's. Nationwide, I presume. And that's it for this beer review. Thanks for watching. And before I fall asleep, because I'm absolutely shattered. And see you soon. Cheers.